Vive l'empereur!
This is Chris Muller with the Thursday Night Gamers. Aaron Tobel, Chuck Silverstein, and Kurt Marichli. This week we're playing Lutzen, the first battle in OSG's newest release for the Library of Napoleonic Battles, Napoleon's Resurgence. Kurt and Chuck are playing the French, Aaron is controlling the Prussians, and I'm controlling the Russians. OSG offers two versions of the Lutzen battle. A mini-campaign, which begins on May 1st, and uses the Leipzig map, seen here on the top of your screen. Also a day of battle scenario, which begins on May 2nd, with the forces in their historical pre-battle positions. That's the one we wanted to play. In the day of battle scenario, the Leipzig map isn't used. The forces you see Kurt controlling up on the north on that map come into the Lutzen map as reinforcements. We decided, since it's possible to link the maps, that we wanted to see those forces in their historical positions and to allow them to decide how they wanted to handle that part of the battle. OSG provided us with Tim Carney's excellent research on the positions of the forces, and that allowed us to construct this two-map variant of the day of the battle. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and now on to May 2nd, 1813. The Battle of Lutzen begins with a surprise assault launched by a concentrated coalition army into the unprepared forces of the French Third Corps, led by General Souham. The coalition leaders hoped to cut the French advance in half, then turn and roll it up. Napoleon was short of cavalry in this campaign and had no idea the enemy was on his flank. He was focused on capturing Leipzig, which was protected by a small Prussian and Russian force. You can see how strung out his army was when the coalition army struck, and yet, in classic battalion carré style, he was able to consolidate that very rapidly during the day of battle and prevent disaster.
You invented that one. I love it.
Yeah. All right, so this is now 2 points bombarding into the town.
Okay, gotcha.
Should be 11.
Strength of bombarding units is right here with 2.
Oh, that's good enough.
4.
No.
Half DR. So at least half the units in the target hex must retreat.
Round up.
I should mention here that we are deviating from the published game in 2 additional ways this session. First, we're using our usual house rules about artillery, which treats artillery as a train. And second, we agreed to test a revised bombardment table for OSG during this campaign. So when you hear references to retreat half your stack during bombardment, that's because we're using this table.
I think it should be 1 or 2.
That's
Make it 1 or 2.
Alrighty, so I have to
Because you don't have
retreat
to spend
one.
that
He's
extra
got
few
to go
seconds
there.
thinking.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. It's the time.
Okay.
That's a 2-to-1. That's a 2-to-1. So
These are the right
what
tables.
do you
Yep.
get? Right. Okay.
2 to 1. 2 is DR2.
DR2. Ah, well, funny you should say that.
This
We
is the
play
one.
the artillery cover fire. So,
Very nice.
alrighty.
Sneaking out.
Yeah. So
Sneaking out the back door.
they can just go 1, 2. Oops.
Oh.
Oh.
Play tectonics.
We don't use them anymore.
Yeah.
We don't use them.
So this one would then be 10 to 13, I think.
10 to 13.
Or
yep.
15 to 13, I'm sorry.
So
So
that's
1 to
it.
1. Nice, nice.
that's definitely
DR2.
That's a DR2, but
Okay.
they don't even need artillery cover fire there.
Nope. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, if you could give me the setup, since I
Yep, I
knocked
will.
every-
I will in a
knocked
sec.
everything it seems
Because
like.
it's
Nope.
3 to 1.
You can get 6. 6.
A 5. That's a what?
It's just a plain DR.
Okay, DR. So.
First man down.
First man down.
First man
So-
down. All right.
On the French noon turn, we see Laura Staun assaulting Kleist's defenders outside Leipzig in the north. That's Kurt up there. While Bertrand comes in from the west. North on this map is essentially where Kurt in the blue sweatshirt is sitting. So Leipzig is to the northeast, and where Chuck's forces are entering, that's the western end. In the center of the map, there are 4 key villages: Grossgorschen, Kleingorschen, Raja, and Kana. The armies fought for those villages for the balance of the day, and they changed hands repeatedly.
Yeah, well, you see smoke from two guns.
All right.
So
Two
they're
guns.
rolling at once.
That's not two guns. That's two batteries.
Exactly.
8
Well,
to
2.
12.
The strength is 10. Ooh,
Oh,
a 6.
a 6.
A palpable 6. So that is a half.
No, 6.
Yeah, on a 1.
Oh, I'm looking at
Right.
8. Sorry.
There you go. So it says half DR.
Okay.
So
So
And their choice, correct?
3?
There's 3 guys.
So
in there.
2 guys go back.
2 guys go back.
Wow, well done.
Bam, bam. All right.
I unfortunately cannot shoot. Potentially, you can potentially. I don't know how that works. Dance away.
Because they're both having the woods. Oh, yeah,
Correct.
they can avoid unless you got cavalry.
I don't.
Yeah.
Well, watch them exchange.
Yeah. He's dead.
Well, you never know. You never know. So just don't exchange.
Or
What is it?
Yeah, I know. I'm
okay,
already
good.
picking my piece up. I am
Yeah.
ruefully
Yeah.
unhappy about that.
Yeah.
All right. Way to go.
7 to 12 to 7, so you're 3 to 2.
And there you go. That's the one you want.
What's
That's
that?
a
So-
DR2, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, so he can write a postcard. If he can't see.
Oh, another one.
What was that?
That was 8, 3 and 1, and 4 is 8 to 4.
2 to 1.
2 to 1.
2 to 1.
DR2.
Oh.
Yeah. So he goes back. The infantry are coming in. The cavalry could too if they want.
Cavalry can too.
Maybe of those.
It's all right. Don't worry. You're there. So.
So McDonald is.
I thought only
striking
one guy
north.
could go in.
Yes,
and all
any
cavalry.
number of cavalry.
Gotcha.
Like this,
Okay.
Yeah,
And
horse
now-
artillery can.
and now.
I think it's it's straight up 1 to 1.
1 to 1.
Come on, big numbers.
And you got one.
That's
That's a
what he
big
wanted.
number.
They are too. That's what he
You
wanted.
asked
Yeah.
for a big number. You got one. And I think if you like, you may advance.
Yeah, you're not forced to go
That guy.
the most.
That guy would displace, wouldn't he? The Russian.
They.
He can't go
Oh
like
no,
this.
they're not the same.
1, 2.
No, because
No, that's a major river.
Major
Oh,
river,
sorry,
yeah,
sorry.
major river.
Leipzig.
Yep.
And here we have a assault by Blucher's first
Yeah.
corps against.
So where is?
So it's just a 1 to 1. That's the best I can do.
Against who?
Although since you
Yes,
haven't
this
sent it
is-
yet, you can
yeah.
change it now if you want.
Oh, well,
Send it.
you may get a revised
Oh, he's
order.
in the chateau.
Yeah, he's doubled the 19 because of Chateau, but
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
that would be a DR2.
It's a DR2, so it
strange.
goes to shock, right? That's the way it works.
Okay.
Give
Both
me-
threes,
give me
so
a
it's
shitty
just
one.
Oh, this.
Oh,
This
my God.
5!
Oh,
And a 1, so-
1.
okay.
1.
So back you go.
So back I go. Okay. That's all right.
I knew he was there. I couldn't remember where.
Kleindeutsche.
Mm-hmm.
You throw those cavalry too.
I could. So this is a Marshax, right?
That's the Marshex, yes. So let's see what that does.
It's a
So
Marshal, yeah.
3 to 2. Yep. How's that?
Ooh.
Good enough.
That is a
DR.
DR.
Okay. Alrighty.
You
Well,
don't have an escape card?
nope. Not this time.
Third
Not
corps
this time.
starts getting bloody. No, you dead.
Oh, that's right.
You're
Ooh, yeah, yeah. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
And it is a defile for.
It's 1 to 1. I was
1 to
thinking
1.
it was the other way around.
Nope, nope.
I'm
Trying to
completely
confuse me
high.
with new
no,
math.
No, you're right. That's bad. That's a shock.
For that, yeah, that is a shock.
Well, not necessarily bad.
Yeah.
Well, my Marie Louises are 2.
Attack. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Just he's lulled me into that one.
Oh.
Where's the other white one?
Good, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have the other white one.
Roll for my Colonel
There's
Death.
All right, is
Oh,
that
yeah.
is that it for that?
No.
9 to 20. Yeah, 1 to 3.
1 to 3. Okay.
There it is. That's the opposite of 6.
Oh my God, that is a
DR.
DR. Oh baby, oh baby. A 6.
Come on in.
Come on in.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Is that Kaja? No. Yes.
No, that's
Kleingorschen.
Kleingorschen.
Kleingorschen changes
All right.
hands.
Yeah. I don't have to
Come on
attack.
in.
I don't have to attack you.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
I don't
You just have to
attack
sit
you.
there.
You just have to sit there.
It's 35, just one
2
short
to
of
1.
You got
2 to 1.
2 though.
Alrighty.
No,
27.
one short of
So you
it.
got 3 to
35.
2.
Yeah,
3 to
yeah.
2, so alrighty. Oh,
You
let's
can
see.
roll
Let's
six.
Ah, there we go.
You rolled the Russian dice. That was your big
That's
mistake.
six.
Ah,
Roll it.
but it is also a town, which changes AR to shock.
Alright, so-
There it is.
Okay.
2 is 0, 3,
Right.
4 is 1.
Oh, I got a 0 this time.
And I got a 2,
Yeah.
so looks like
That is
you guys-
AR.
Gratuitous.
Yeah.
With lucky too.
Hey, well,
We
you know.
We didn't have to use our card.
yeah.
Exactly.
So,
Well, I'm not sure if artillery cover fire would save you again because these guns can't fire. I don't know how that
No, we
works.
have to- Oh yeah, good question. It just doesn't,
Alright.
it doesn't say they have to be able to.
well, that's okay.
Well-
That's okay. So,
You have 8 guns.
8 guns defend the retreat, so no problem. Now, out of 3 units, does that mean 2 retreat?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's at least.
So that's okay. So that's 4 with a +1 DRM.
Good.
Ooh,
You
la,
could
la, la,
get.
la.
You could get.
I
oh,
could, I
oh la
could.
la.
Ooh, that is a 6, and that I do believe
one,
is
4?
a at 4. That is a reduce.
Oh.
Okay.
8 shooting into there, and because it's at 3 away, so that's I'm halved, right?
Well,
So
it's-
8 sets of 4. 4 shooting there. And 2, I don't think anything happens. No, it's a 1 deep retreat.
One guy leaves.
Let's go. 1 guy leaves.
Can you opt to do both?
I don't know. It says that
At
no,
least.
you can opt.
At
It
least.
says at least
Yeah.
once.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, there's nothing up here.
So this is going to
We
be
ran faster than they did.
So, after 4 turns, the battle is feeling very much like the historical Lutzen. We've got desperate rearguard fighting by the French Third Corps around the villages in the center. There are converging columns of French from the east and from the west that are threatening both coalition flanks. And there's an interesting little duel on the western suburbs of Leipzig. As the Russian commander, I've already thought of several strategies I wish I had employed earlier against the approaching Fourth Corps, but that's going to have to wait until another game. The coalition commander, Wittgenstein, has been criticized for becoming very defensive-minded soon after launching his attack on the 2nd of May. But I am beginning to see why he became that way, which is the beauty of these games. They kind of put you in the shoes of the historical leaders, and you can try different things and see if you can do better. The French army does overpower the coalition in terms of sheer strength, and it has the opportunity to get those numbers into action, even though it's dispersed early on. So, all in all, very satisfying evening of gaming. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Vive l'empereur!